scratchy throat. I talked about that yesterday. Wasn't sure if it was the pollen or something else. Felt a little achy today. So it is what it is. I ended up making some homemade chicken soup, put in all these chicken breasts frozen and boiled them for a while with all spices, no pasta. I'm keeping it keto and just wanted to make sure I got it in me. It definitely did some good stuff for me. So I'm back on the track. Welcome to my station. I'm Steve Klein. This is my wellness quest. If you have not subscribed, please do so. I go live every day. At least I'm trying to. Doing my best no matter what. And love you to not miss anything if this is a station that is hitting you and you're relating to it. So it's all about your wellness. So walking each day on the track at different times, right? But the itch, I don't know if it was the pollen was going on, but definitely wasn't feeling right and feeling kind of achy, like I said. So I ended up having soup, and then I made sure I had some silver. I took extra supplements, my ginger, turmeric, muscadine, and then just a hot shower. So if you can relate to that, not feeling your best and keeping it moving and fighting it off, let me know. Love to hear from you. So I actually, every single time I don't take my high impact ginger and turmeric and muscadine, something happens, it seems. Last time was right after COVID, the COVID lockdown, where I got COVID. I was in Vegas and I didn't take all that. And I was like, oh man. And every time I take enough of it, I don't get sick. So, not to say this was I was getting sick, but definitely had the cough and the pollen, like I said, has been really bad here in Boston. So, it is what it is. So, I'm not a doctor, not making claims. By the way, my name is Steve Klein. I did have some health issues where I almost died a few years ago. Taking Advil, I vomited blood. It went through me in two different ways. End up in the hospital, and they told me that they weren't sure if I had cancer or a ulcer. Thank God I had neither, but I had a hiatal hernia with a ring, and they said because of that, you better get on Nexium. I was on Nexium for 10 years with lots of side effects like bone loss. I'm off that, no medication today. And I'm on this high impact ginger, turmeric, muscadine that these naturopaths share with me, which is amazing. I'm on this track and they're having kind of track stuff. I don't know what's going on. So I'm trying to get out of the way in their game or whatever it is. I think they were playing soccer and they just stopped. Anyway, that's why I'm kind of pivoting here. It was a rainy day today. I'm not a little bit, but more yesterday. But I'm out here. Like I said, it's about 8 o'clock and it's in the 50s. So for May, which is crazy, I know that I'm going to be flying out Tuesday. It'll be in the 90s, where I'm going to Vegas. It's going to be like 70. Go figure. So the weather's all crazy everywhere. Anyway, I started walking. Well, I've been walking, a lot, but I started walking with this wellness quest last fall. And on the wellness quest, we had this app called the Step Up app. And my goal was to do 10,000 steps. And for a long time, I kept researching what the benefits are of that on YouTube. There's some great videos. Check it out. And I saw people doing 10 miles. I said, wow, can I do that? And I did. Okay, this past fall was amazing. So many things happened, from better sleep to weight loss to all kinds of things. And I just felt so good. But then winter hit, and it was a bad winter in Boston. And my goal was still to walk. And I said, I'll go to the mall. It didn't happen. So I started going live on here. I had never done that a couple months ago. And it's been great because just like the Step Up app, it kind of gives me an accountability and a way to reach the world and to walk with you guys and have you guys come walk with me as well where you're at. And I do want to hear from you because this inspires you to walk. And I say keep it moving because there's so many great benefits to doing that, from better sleep to weight loss to better immune, all that kind of thing. So it's always good to keep it moving, right? So I never know what time of day I'm going to be on this or where I'm going to be. Like I said, I'll be traveling and I've walked in all different places. Yes, I have a nice track on my town, but you can walk anywhere if you are inspired to do so, as I say. And, even if you're not feeling good, like today, not feeling my best, but fighting it, saying, I was a mess today, actually. I said, I'm not going to go walking. I really said that today. And I was sneezing, and I don't know what was up, but I think it's the remnants from yesterday. And I said, I'm going to have this soup, and I'm going to take extra stuff, and I'm going to take a hot shower. And now it's cool. I got some nice fresh air and all good stuff. So, listen to your body, right? Listen to your body, but also be strict to yourself too. If I really didn't feel good, I was super, super sick, there's no way I would have went out. Hello there, say hello. Let me know where you're from. This is a station for adults only, okay? So keep that in mind. But I do want to know where you're from. And if you like to walk as well and you're working on your wellness, the station's for you. And if you find it exciting, then subscribe and put a comment down. Love to hear from you. So we have a wellness quest coming up, and that's going to start on the 19th. And it's complimentary. Anybody can join it. And what we do, it's an accountability, like me going live on here is an accountability. Hello there. Welcome, welcome. I can't see what your name is, but let me know. Put in the comments and where you're from. I'm from Boston. And so it starts on Tuesday. That's the day I'm going to be flying out, but people can join it before or after. It's complimentary, like I said. And I don't care where you're from in the world, what you're working on, whether it's weight loss or just walking or lifting weights or Florida. Awesome. I'm in Boston. Welcome. So, or it's keto, paleo, sharing recipes. We have a Facebook group, several, and we have virtual workouts, all kinds of stuff. There's prizes. It's kind of wild. And I inspire you to walk as well each day. You live in a world that nobody's moving. Everyone's behind their desks, and they're not moving. I'm a balloon artist, believe it or not, okay? And a lot of the people that do what I do, they have a lot of issues of sitting and standing and not moving, right? And or they have a hiatal hernia, like I do as well, from mouth inflating the balloons, right? So we all have issues, and you know, it's just, especially in this world today. Like I said, most people are behind a desk on a computer, and they're not getting out. And even during COVID, I was out here. Oh, you got to wear a mask outside, which was crazy, and keep it moving. It just makes such a big difference. That's an easy thing to do. So, if anything, like I said, let it inspire you to do that. But when you're not feeling good, like I said, I don't give myself excuses, and I'm always struggling with different things. We all have lots of things going on, from allergies to weather changing or whatever it might be, lack of sleep, lack of hydration, going on and off of keto. You go through the keto flu, all those things. I talk about all that. But I am a fan of keto and paleo, mostly keto. That's how I believe you're supposed to eat. Every time I don't eat keto, I feel sick, and I don't want to feel that way. So I want to talk about something else. So I didn't take my supplements for a couple days, and like I said, I usually do. And I was trying to intermittent fast, right? And I was walking through the kids here playing soccer. So I was not eating for a while because somebody said on here they want to know what I weighed. I go, none of your business. And they want to know if I was trying to do this for weight loss. I said, no, I'm doing this for my health. However, I said, you know what? You're right. I do want to lose some weight, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. But with keto and paleo, you lose inches before weight. I don't get obsessed with the scale. Most people get obsessed with that. They care what everybody else thinks. I really don't care what somebody thinks. I just want to be healthy and feel good, right? But we do feel better when we lose weight. Clothes fit better. You just feel your back doesn't hurt. Those are reality checks, right? And you get compliments, right? Oh, you look good, right? Who doesn't like that? So I'm going to Vegas on Tuesday and meeting up with some relatives, and we have to take a trip to Utah as well from there, because we had a relative that's husband that passed, and we're going to have a celebration of life. And I haven't seen these people in years, so we're going to do that. I'm looking forward to that. because I don't have too many relatives left, right? My mom passed away, my immediate family's gone. So it'll be great to see everybody and to do some things. So, yeah, the scale wasn't moving. So after that person said that the scale wasn't moving for me, I started weighing myself after that, and I said, you know what? After getting off the ginger turmeric and muscadine for a couple days, and then feeling like either it was a pollen or feeling sick, I don't know, right? I started something even more, and I'm like, no, 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 no. It's about my health. And I am going to intermittent fast still, which I've been doing, but I'm not obsessed with that scale. That's the last thing I want to do. Now, I won't tell you that I may overeat. That's true. Okay. And obviously, with keto, you got to watch the macros and how much as well. But the intermittent fasting is where you just drop it. And I know as I'm going to increase my walking moving forward, it's just been not consistent with weather here. It's still cold in Boston. I mean, this is May. I mean, people wearing jackets out here, like winter jackets. It's kind of cold. So we got some hot days coming, but it's been so erratic that they always say in Boston, wait 5 minutes, but this weather has been insane. They even said my friends in Vegas, they said it was like 100 degrees for a couple days, and now it's going down. So Tuesday is supposed to be like 90 here. Today I'm leaving, and it's going to be like 70 over there. So that's crazy as well. So anyway, can't change the weather, right? So with that said, like I said, I'm walking here on the track. There's a game going on, so sorry about that. If you hear people in the back, there's no editing here. This is not AI. This is live, and it's all good. So I wanted to fit it in tonight. Like I said, I'm not kidding. If you look back at my lives, you'll see there's different days, there are different struggles, and they for real. And some days we feel better than others. There's no question, and you can't make this up. So it's all about proper sleep, fitting the walking in, proper hydration, intermittent fasting for your health, giving your stomach a rest, and keeping track of your body, what we call hard tissue, soft tissue, your sugar, and your digestion. When you keep track of that and you give the body what it needs, and you know, work on being aware of what the body needs and how to repair, you're gonna live a longer time, right? So that's all I can tell you. So anyway, like I said, want to come back on here. It's a little late for Friday night, a little past 8. And thank you so much, everybody. We, like I said, we have this new wellness quest coming up. You want to join it? Send me an email. Love you to be on it. It's great. It's a great support group. We do a Zoom once a week. The first one I'll have to pre-tape as I'll be in Vegas, and then we get on there, and they go public on my station, and you can see what people are talking about. It's a great group of people. Love you to join. Send me a message, and or if you just want to be a visitor around here, great. And you're going to start walking, or this inspires you to walk, please hit subscribe and the notification bell so you always know where I'm going to be. If it doesn't relate to you, then don't do it. But I want the right people here, and I welcome you guys all. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. You guys have a good night, and keep it moving. Over and out.